To preserve the environment sustainably, the Rwandan government has relocated people living in the surroundings of Nyungwe National Park in order to not only restrain encroachment, but also enhance awareness of the importance of conservation and ensure communities benefit from tourism revenues.
Moving the families, these families from the surroundings of the parks to a neighborhood, Umudugud like we call it, is very sustainable, because now they understand that the revenues that came from the parks actually is what actually gave them houses. The other thing is that, like you heard the testimonies from the families, they used to live in houses that were not up to the standards that as government of Rwanda we want for the community, for our people, and the houses that were built through the revenue sharing program are modern houses. They have 3 rooms, a living room, a bathroom, and an outside bathroom, and kitchen. Even like you've seen, they even have water tanks, which means that access to water is much much easier, which was not the case when they were living in the villages that were next to the park. They're also going to be a second phase of moving the rest of the families that stayed behind, because more than 20 families were in the neighborhood, in the surroundings of the parks, and we were only able to build for 10 houses. But the next phase is to actually move the second phase of the families, the second phase of the project, to move the families to come and join the community.
Now, these are houses distributed to people formerly involved in poaching and other illegal activities in Nyungwe National Park in southwest Rwanda. The initiative is part of the program to share revenues with communities around the parks.
Like you know, the government of Rwanda has initiated a revenue sharing program, and as of last year, May, it doubled from 5% to 10%, and that program was established to actually improve the livelihood of the community living in the surroundings of our parks, our national parks. And then, and indeed, of course, it's sustainable, because you know, if you're living next to the park and then you engage in illegal activities or poaching, or even the human and wildlife contact, it's not a positive message, and this revenue sharing program is meant for that.
We used to live around the park and were always in conflict with animals because we cultivated in their habitat. But now we're witnessing the benefits of conservation. There is nothing as exciting as living in a fully furnished house as this one. So we're ready to partake in conservation and to expose those involved in illegal activities in the park.
We lived in illegal areas, but now we are at ease because we're settled legally. So this relocation was pretty much necessary. We lived in a miserable life as we could not cater for basic needs, but today we have improved our standards of living. The park was gradually being damaged, but due to constant awareness of the importance of conservation, people have abandoned such behaviors. We get some money from guiding tourists, among other occupations, so it is so much beneficial to us. Everyone should make it their responsibility to preserve the park. People should understand that all these initiatives are aimed at improving our lives and take it upon themselves to protect animals and other species in the park.
Thanks to government's intense mobilization, people are showing interest in joining preservation efforts as well as investing in areas adjacent to parks.
I was born around a big protected area. In this case, we're talking of Nyungwe National Park. So I grew up witnessing firsthand conflicts between people and animals in the park, and seeing many people hunting or making living through the forest. But I've also seen some bad outcome of doing that. So that is the reason why when I was growing up, I kept thinking about something that I can do to stop that, or at least to improve conservation around this area. Also growing up, I was interested more in climate change adaptation and mitigation. So I kept doing research on how I can get more involved into this. And so it was very easy for me to spot business opportunities, something that I can explore. That's how I came up with these ideas, Abona, Kitabe Eco Center. It was not really difficult for me because it was my area of interest.
We came here and we saw this beautiful view, and we knew instantly that we can do something very important for conservation, for tourism, together. So we then decided to start the Kitabe Eco Center. Eco Center focusing on conservation and helping out the environment, doing tourism that is eco-friendly. We have seen incredible growth here just in the past 18 months at the Eco Center. For example, not 1 year, 2 years ago, the former management, they maybe had 3 or 4 people staying here the entire year. In the first couple of months we were here, we had many, many people coming for camping. We have slowly improved the facilities we have here. We have added 3 additional eco huts. We have improved the quality of the palaces we have here. We are improving the kitchen. We're bringing people here. The thing that brought us here originally to start this place is this view. There is no